Hello, I am Clint Schweitzer. This is the Great American Sports Network, GASNsports.com, and this is an exclusive Mizzou football spring game report from Saturday. Of course, all eyes were on Kelly Bryant as he was able to showcase his abilities in front of about 18,000 fans at Furrow Field. We were able to catch up with both Kelly Bryant and running back Larry Rountree after the game to talk about their performances in the game, the upcoming season, and what they expect from this team going forward. We'll get to those interviews in just a moment, but some takeaways from the black and gold scrimmage. First of all, I think 18,000 fans for a Missouri black and gold game is really good. We've seen bigger numbers in the past, and we've seen smaller numbers like last year. It was kind of rainy and windy and cold, and only about 5,000 to 7,000 fans, I think. But to get 18,000 on a decent day, it was 60 degrees. It was not the best Missouri spring day you could ever see, but people wanted to come out there. They wanted to see this team. They believe in this team. They want to see Kelly Bryant. I know that there's NCAA sanctions pending, but some of the takeaways are that, you see what the dynamic offense that you're going to see on the field with Kelly Bryant at the helm. He was able to unleash a couple deep balls. One on the first drive that was very impressive to Dominic Jacinto. There's a slew of wide receivers out there. You're going to need someone to step up and kind of be the go-to guy. Jonathan Johnson, you want him to be that, but he's been kind of injured. And his career's been up and down. You saw Jonathan Nance and previously mentioned Dominic Jacinto making some plays out there. But, guys, this offense is going to be really based around this dynamic running game. And you saw, the trio of Larry Rountree, who we're going to talk to in just a minute, also Tyler Beatty and Sima Bakari. Those are going to be a three-headed monster that could be as formidable as any in the SEC. And my takeaways after watching this team play, obviously there's not much you can take away from a college football spring practice, but I think this Missouri team could go 9-3 or 10-2. There's a high ceiling for this team. I think Barry Odom is quietly optimistic about what he has on this team, both in the locker room and the talent he's built on the field. You'd like to see it all come to fruition for this guy who's had to go through so much and really build this thing from the ground up. And maybe 2019 is where the fruits of that labor really come into play. I wrote my 5 takeaways from the game on our website, GASNsports.com, but we were able to catch up with both Kelly Bryant and Larry Rountree after the game. We wanted to bring you those exclusive interviews right here. Hey, spring game's underway. You've gone through your first spring here at Mizzou. You saw how the fans have reacted. What are your thoughts here coming out of this? Great first drive. What's been your experience like today?
It was great. Get back into the swing of things in a game atmosphere with the crowd, setting. It was good to turn out to see all the fans out there. And, it was really good, just ending spring on the right note, getting ready for the summer workouts and, getting ready for fall camp as well.
What do you think about your running back tandem out there? I mean, you've got, Rountree, Beatty, Sima Bakari. How do you feel like that's going to make you guys extremely dynamic offense? But you're really showcased throwing the ball in that first drive. How did it feel getting those balls out to those receivers?
It felt good, but, it felt even better knowing I had time up front with those guys, a good group of veteran guys. Had Tristan went down, the first series, and Jonah came in and stepped in, and, it wasn't missing the beat. But, it was good. Like I say, you having guys out there to just get the ball to them, they make plays, make the job easier for you.
I've been working with Derek Dooley now. What's he brought to your game? How do you feel like that your skills have kind of transitioned here from Clemson to Mizzou? How do you feel like this offense is going to be tailored? Do you think it's going to be tailored towards you specifically?
Mm-hmm. Coach Dooley is just big on, especially like when we get the play calls, for scrimmages and games, just like going through it, seeing what you like, what you don't like. He's all for that. He wants to call, things that, get you in rhythm. And, like I say, just having that ability, knowing that you got a coach that, just going to cater to you. And, to your play set, what you do good, that means a lot, just give you confidence to going into each and every, practice a game.
Okay, you're from the South, Kelly, so you're here on an April day in Missouri. This is sort of what we have to offer here. I'm sorry, the weather-wise, it's 50 degrees, it's windy, it's kind of cool. How do you feel like you kind of acclimated to the Midwestern life, man?
Man, this is a roller coaster. I looked on the app, it says snowing tomorrow. It was hot all week. I said, what's going on?
Used to it, man. This is what it could be like. Hey, so, in the end, you had a lot of schools that wanted you. You felt like you could showcase your skills for another season here. Why Missouri?
Just simple. Just the people here. I just feel, I come in, just be a perfect fit, for us people just, that's going to support me, on and off the field. And that's just exactly, I don't know if you saw, having the fans, also the teammates and guys, that have a good mindset, for us, want to get jobs done the right way. So, I just felt like, I'd be here and it'd just be the best decision for me. I'm sorry.
Hey, you got the south end zone about to be done here. It's going to be looking good. You got the fans. You see how they've welcomed you. When you come out here and it all becomes kind of real, do you feel like this solidifies your decision that you're just glad to be here and that you're ready for this fall?
Definitely. Like I said, just looking out here, this is just one step, towards the season. It was a really good, end and note on way to end spring. Just looking forward to it now.
You just saw Drew Lock. He's about to get drafted. He's going to be in the first round. When you see what Derek Dooley is able to do with him, and you say, "Hey, do you feel like that could be you next year?"
Hey, yeah, but long ways to go till I get to that step. Just gotta be great where my feet are. That's it. And take one day at a time. And like I said, hopefully look up. I'll be out on the sideline next year. But it all comes with a process. You gotta take one step and one day at a time.
Kelly, thanks so much, man. We'll see you this fall. Appreciate you. Hey, Larry Rountree, great to have you. First of all, it's good to see you out there. See everything coming to fruition. Spring is over. How do you feel like this event culminated for you guys, and how you feel like that the performance was out there today?
I feel like today, it was not a great performance, but it was a good performance. Going out there, actually having fun. One's going with twos, two's going with the ones, and I feel like we had a great fan base today. And I feel like the energy was there, and everybody was just out there going out having fun. It's the last full padded practice before we get back at it at the fall. But I think we did good today.
How do you feel that Kelly Bryant did in his first setting? Of course, you guys marched right down the field, scored a touchdown on that first drive. How do you feel like that? What he's going to add to this dynamic offense?
I think he's going to be very good. I think that with him and his versatility, how he can run and throw, I think that's going to add more versatility to our offense. Because when you got me and you have Kelly and you got receivers and they just don't know what's going to happen, it puts the defense on the heels, like I said before, and they don't know if we're going to run the ball or throw the ball. So I think he has a good amount of versatility to our offense.
Well, you really solidified yourself as a running back here. Of course, you were split a lot of time with Demaria Crockett, with Tyler Beatty last year. Do you feel like it's kind of you're shouldering a lot of this year?
No, I don't really look at it like that. I feel like our whole group, the running back group, Dawson Downing, Journey Jones, Tyler Beatty, Sim Bacardi, all of us are just trying to get better, and we all push each other. And I feel like regardless of me being in there or Dawson or everybody else being in there, we're gonna get the job done.
One of my favorite stories was I think your freshman year. Your mom drove overnight to get here for that Florida game.
She actually got off a plane from Philadelphia and actually drove. She took a flight home and got off the flight from home and then drove here.
So
So she was in 2 states within 24 hours.
But she got to see your breakout performance, and how important is it for you? I mean, she's obviously, you guys are very close, and to have had that kind of performance, and for her to. She just had to be so proud, and had to be a proud moment for you to be able to show out like that in front of her.
Yeah, it shows a lot that my mom really cares for me, and my dad was also here too, so that was great. And I feel like when you have parents like that in your corner, it just makes you want to go even harder.
Well, I'll tell you, how important is the physical run game, because Missouri, especially last year as the year went on, of course you had Drew Lock, but you guys really started to become a very physical running offense. It was a mindset. You saw that in the Tennessee game where you just out-physicaled them at the line of scrimmage, and then you guys really took that game over. Do you feel like that's an identity that you guys are going to have going into next year?
I feel like it'll be the identity if we work on it every day, day to day. This spring, it was we've had a okay spring, but it's still stuff we can work on. I feel like if we go into fall camp with a different and a better mindset going into fall camp, I think we'll just be fine. And then after that, whatever, I think that will take care of itself. All of us being strong head and have heart speed and basically play sound football, and all the core values that we have in this offense will take over, and we'll be 100% ready to rock and roll.
Hey, Larry, can't thank you enough, man.